Creativity is an addiction. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So let's turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Insight versus foresight. They aren't one and the same. Insight navigates through the complexities of the present, while foresight creates a future of possibilities. All that is now up against all that could be. With insight, we're analyzing current trends in order to locate a deeper meaning. Foresight depends on scenarios and critical thinking to consider what's going to take place. Now, as a daily writer, I use both methods of inner vision makers. Being present is difficult for a lot of people because their foresight doesn't match their present reality. It was supposed to play out this way. Your insight is troubled because something as simple as the internet being out has put an effect on your present moment of what is right now. But through your strength of trusting foresight, you're able to create a backup plan that having insight requires in order to breathe. Mom used to call everything an opportunity to save it for a rainy day. Nobody wants to be a Debbie Downer, but sometimes having the foresight to possible troubles is the best tool in the box. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, the silent wolf. That means I sit on the sidelines, not as an armchair quarterback, but as an observer, studying the way we walk, the way we talk. I listen to how we breathe because we live in an age where we're just walking through life. And it doesn't need to be that way. We need to enjoy it, embrace it, and learn from it. This is The Daily Mess. I was asked last night if I was interested in growing into a bigger position of decision-making with the company. While most egos would leap at such an opportunity and invitation, my personality is that of caution, and it might be an age thing. When people are being nice, the inner alarms begin to chime, and the awareness factor stretches beyond the normal 6 feet around you. Now, if you've ever played with VR goggles, mine comes from MetaQuest. What happens is one of the first steps that takes place in the game is you set up your boundaries. When you get too close, the giant cage-like wall lights up. That's how I felt when introduced to the idea of accessing a higher decision-making position. Whoa, hold on. The inner personality isn't like the outside self. We don't buy a product at the drop of a hat. Been there, done that, and for several months and years later, your heart is banging on your soul going, I've been poisoned. You greedy bastard, you. Oh, you did this to me. Learning how to recognize what truly is. VR goggles versus reality. Perception is everything. Now, first of all, I really was honored that I was asked by the district manager to grow with a business. But because I'm so actively involved with so many other businesses, the question would have to be, please, can I have some time to figure out my life? Because if we start moving things around instantly, things are going to break. But it did open my eyes to the wonders of who on this planet does not want to grow forward, does not want to enhance their skills and abilities. And why is it that happens? And most of the time, it's fear, or they're so secure in their positions of being right now that it's like, if I go that direction, I know the changes could bring harm, like the heart beating on your soul saying, you poisoned me, you greedy bastard. We all want to be in one place. We would all like to live very comfortably financially. But to get there is going to require some work, and it's going to come up with some changes and challenges, and you're going to have to really put some grunt factor into it. But when somebody comes up to you and wants an instant answer, my suggestion is you have to step back and ask yourself some personal questions. You need to find your own space and protect your borders, just like the VR goggles. We are in a place in American history where growth in the business world is very, very big because a lot of those leaders up there are retiring or they're walking away to find newer things, and they need people to replace them, and they need people who don't come with luggage. That's us. So the question is, are you willing to make those changes? Yes or no? It's your life. Be in charge of it. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.